Oscar Botello is an Austin High School graduate located in Houston's East End. Botello is president and owner of ICP, Independent Contract Packaging. He is the only Latino in the country packaging lubricant and petroleum-based products. Botello's career began as a plant and operations manager at Texaco, where he learned everything about the business. Even though some underestimated him, he was determined.
So when somebody said I couldn't get this done, I wanted to prove otherwise, that I knew I can get it done because I have done it before. I just didn't have the degree to do that. So a lot of people, for some reason or another, said you can't just fire up a plant. I called a couple of majors when I said, hey, I'm going to do this. And one of the majors said, Oscar, you can't just fire up a packaging plant. And I said, watch me. The truth of the matter is I started out of my garage. My first order was out of my garage. I filled 54,000 1.5 ounce bottles by hand. And it was 105 degrees in my garage. And I delivered that order in my truck.
Botello is quick to credit his mentor for his success.
His name is Don Cook. And he took me under his wing. He took me under his wing like no other gentleman had, and really groomed me from the very beginning. He taught me how to speak. He taught me how to smile. He made sure that not only was I focused in my job, but I was focused in perception. And I love him to this day.
Botello has designed all of the equipment found in his 70,000 square foot warehouse.
But I drew up a lot of napkins because that's exactly where I would engineer. I would engineer outside and I would put in them napkins. Sometimes I would run out of napkins, but I would continue writing things down and I'll say, okay, in the next 6 months, we're going to add another piece to this equipment, and this is what it's going to do. And this is how much more efficient it's going to get me because my napkin tells me it's going to do it. So I didn't go out and try to hire an engineer, didn't go out and try to get a whole bunch of blueprints. I went out and we expanded of what I already knew to be a fact. There was 5 different banks that came in here, and every one of them banks, I would tour them, I would tell them what my background was, what I could do, what I was capable of, what kind of customers I had. And they would take all my paperwork, and 6 weeks later, I'd get declined. I took all the equity out of my own home and put it back into my company. And when I did that, I knew I had to even hustle more. But that year, it turned around for me. And that year is when we became very successful.
Today, Botello's clients include Royal Purple, Third Planet, and ICE Technologies. Their products are found in stores such as O'Reilly's, Napa's, and AutoZone. His client's product, Royal Purple, was recently featured in the movie Real Steel. ICP has gone from 4 employees to over 20 employees. Now, in addition to packaging, Botello also transports his products in his very own 18-wheelers. Today, his product goes as far as China and South America. ICP continues to grow. Botello thanks his parents, wife, and children for believing in him.
Every time something got hard, I worked even harder. When there was times to give up, I just stayed longer hours. And never once did I even think about quitting. My dad didn't show me that. My wife and kids didn't show me that.